What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the Lions Den boxing community. Now, this is going to be my little post-fight review for this fight. All right, I was a little tired last night, and I wasn't going to stay up to do this, so I'm doing it now. Um, I thought the fight was going to be all right, and it was. It started to get a little in the beginning and toward the beginning rounds and in rounds was pretty good. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna say it real quick, yo. First round, Jesse Vargas established his jab pretty good. He put punches together pretty well. Second round, Jesse was throwing pretty combos. His combos was beautiful. All right, he had nice jabs. He was doubling up the jab on with the left to the body and then to the head, and it was catching Mikey off guard. And he was scoring with all of it. First two rounds clearly to Jesse Vargas. I gave the third to Jesse as well. Jesse, he had a really sneak. He was sneaking to the body. He was using his fakes correctly, and it wasn't even feints. It was like he was acting like he was about to throw a punch upstairs and throw it to the body or vice versa. And he was catching Mikey with that shit. He kept doing it. He was stinging Mikey up top too. And then Mikey got mad towards the end of the round, and he started to exchange very well. But I still gave that round to Jesse. Fourth round, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia kind of took over the fight. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That was Mikey Garcia. Even eighth round, possibly. You could give all of that shit to Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Fourth round, Mikey took it to Jesse. Okay. He took it to Jesse. He was throwing hard shots, okay? Hard shots, okay? But Jesse was still throwing in high volume. He was throwing a lot of shots. Everybody knows Mikey Garcia doesn't really waste punches, and he preserves. He'll sit and be real poised in the ring until he sees a nice opening. Then he'll try to take advantage of that. But he still looked very comfortable. Okay, the fifth round, Jesse Vargas got dropped. Jesse Vargas started out that round bleeding. Excuse me, his nose was bleeding and didn't do nothing but get worse. Okay, he got too comfortable in that fight. Jesse Vargas got too comfortable in that fight, and it was repetition. He kept doing the same shit over and over again. And Mikey, being the vet that he is, and Jesse ain't lightning quick. He's fast. He's probably a little faster than Mikey, but he ain't lightning quick. And he got timed and got caught and got dropped. Simple as that. And he was on wobbly legs for the rest of the round. That was a 10-8 round for Mikey Garcia. And the sixth round, Jesse legs still was a little shaky coming out the sixth. And Jesse looked a little tired, but that he only looked like that because he was still rattled from being knocked down the previous round. Jesse don't have no high guard. He don't have no defense and nothing like that. He was just throwing punches to keep Mikey away from him because it's like I said, his legs was shaky. You know what I'm saying? Like every time Mikey got close to him, he threw like a wild looping hook or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, he looked tired just because of that knockdown. But that round went to Mikey. The seventh round went to Mikey as well. Jesse Vargas looked a little bit more steady as far as his legs. But he needed to go back to the way he was fighting in the second round. He was quick. He was in and out. He was taxing Mikey Garcia, but that's not what he's doing no more. He was just standing in front of Mikey Garcia and throwing wild shots or trying to keep Mikey from throwing that 1-2. Basically, is what it looked like. And but he needed to stop banging and go back to the way he was fighting in round two. Mikey was doing the most effective work in that round. And he almost got the TKO stoppage at the end round, but I'm glad they didn't stop it. As far as the eighth round, it wasn't that much action. Mikey was just being very patient, but still he won that round also. Ninth round, I gave to Jesse. Mikey was looking to stop Vargas in that round. So he was looking for one specific shot, and Jesse continued to fight and throw punches. So he got that round. That ninth round, he edged it out. Okay, and during the 10th round, Jesse Vargas, his reaction time was slowing up. Since that knockdown, it was very slow in the 10th round, and he got hurt by another one too, and he was getting hit by straights. Mikey Garcia was throwing hard straight rights and hard hooks to Jessie Vargas, and Jessie did not have no answer to Vargas. Okay, so I gave it to Mikey. I gave that fight. I gave that round to Mikey. In the 11th round, Jessie still was throwing punches, and he was still, exchanging shots and whatnot. And but he was doing the same shit over and over again. Just like I said, everything was repetition. Jessie was still throwing punches and whatnot, but Mikey was just Mikey was just catching Jessie Vargas. And after y'all watch this fight, yo, I'm gonna let you know this. Mikey Garcia won the fight. Of course, you should know by now. Mike Garcia won the fight in a unanimous decision. It went 12 rounds. And he did get some bullshit belt. He got like a diamond WBC belt at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he's gonna call this. Told you I can be champion. Like that shit don't count. But anyway, that's what that belt was. I think the judges scored it at 8-4. Two of them scored it 8-4, and one of them scored it 6-6. But Jessie don't have no head movement. He don't have no guard. That's why the entire time I was picking Mikey Garcia when I heard this fight. Immediately, I was picking Mikey Garcia to win this fight. And closer to the fight for like last 3 days leading up to it, I was kind of changing my answer because, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted Jessie Vargas for some reason to win this fight. But I should have went with my gut instinct and kept Mikey Garcia because Mikey Garcia was the victor and he did win this fight. Okay, now I told you guys Mikey Garcia had power though. I told y'all that. But for real, Mikey Garcia cannot fight so conservative at 147 pounds. Okay, it's going to be tough for him to win any rounds. All of his fights are going to be seriously close like this. But it was a good fight. I still don't see Mike Garcia had a lot of excuses for Earl Spence saying that, he felt weak and felt tired and, he didn't he gained too much weight for it. And this right here, this camp was better, and now like he, got the perfect potion. He he got the cheat code to his weight and how to work it at welterweight, so he's good now. Okay. But getting a rematch with Earl Spence Jr., you will be not getting anytime soon. There's too many people in line for that, and you already did it. You should know you should have never came up to welterweight challenging him first. Like Cal Brook came up to middleweight challenging Triple She first. Like, come on, yo. Come on. Like, you don't get an immediate another chance. It doesn't happen like that. Mike Garcia, you might as well go. If you want that type of tough fight and you want a real belt at welterweight, Earl Spence ain't the only one that got one. Now, I'll watch you and Terrence. Shit, both of you and Terrence was already at the same weight class at one point in time, I do believe. So, go ahead and do that. There's other people at welterweight that you can fight. Jessie Vargas is a nice step up. He's a nice win at welterweight. But there's better competition that's not as good as Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford at welterweight. Like, you need to holler at those guys. But then again, you can have a good fight at 140 with Devin Haney if you would want to take it. At 140, Devin Haney said he'll fight at 140. I have a video about that. But always like and subscribe to the channel if you would like to help the channel grow. My PayPal and Cash App will be into a link into the description. Peace.